But him! I did all this for him! Everything! Everything!
No, Warren. You did this for me.
Father, they lie to me! They lie!
Hush, child. No more doubts. No more fears. No more Orin. Become murder.
You should have trained harder, Master. Master, you are the chosen one. He is near. He comes for you.
Confirmation that he owns you.
Quel est ce legs que m'offre le Seigneur du meurtre?
The Slayer form will be yours, made crueler, stronger, the prime incarnation of murder.
It seems impossible to stand against your father, but you have fought this long against your nature. There might just be a way.
Que voudriez-vous que je fasse d'un tel pouvoir?
Domination, slaughter, mountains of corpses. You standing atop them. You must destroy this world. It is what you were made for.
For a moment, the brine pool of your brain clears. To die, to rest, to save the world from yourself. To accept, to become his prophet, in any disobedience subject to his lash.
Chaque fois que vous me possédez, la vie de mes amis est en danger. Je refuse de leur faire courir un tel risque.
You refuse me. You are my spawn. Your veins course with my unholy blood. Your life is mine. Accept your inheritance, or I will reclaim it.
Je n'ai pas besoin de vous. Ceux qui combattent à mes côtés sont ma seule véritable famille.
You were made to conquer, to devour. You reject my blood, and so I will reclaim it. I will make another who is worthy.
flickerest there? The poor brave soul who hath defied the Lord of Murder, the madman in king's clothing. With thy death thou hast given life to all the Lord of Murder would see undone. Thou hast made good on the promise of thy better heart. Tell me, adventurer, hero, friend, do the voices echo still?
Je ne saurais le dire. Je ne sais même pas où je suis.
Thou art where thou must be, until thou goest where thou must go.
Je n'entends rien. Je suis seul et j'ai tout perdu.
Alone for now, bereft, only thou knowest. But thy story endeth not here. Thy life may be forfeit, but thy death hath only begun to unfold. What awaiteth thee is a mystery, even to me. I cannot account for thee, adventurer, hero, friend. But I know thy story endeth not here. Death itself hath many byways, and thou might yet have a new and different role to play.
For the first time in over a century, silence falls over the Baal temple. No chants, no screams, no prayers. In the end, your own death brought you more joy than any you wrought on this land. You are slipping into peaceful oblivion. But your journey is not over.
Thou hast defied Baal, thy liege and father, and in doing so hast earned a place among champions and heroes. But alas, thy courage was in opposition to the divine cosmology that bound thee to the Lord of Murder. Thou art now faithless, godless, and doomed to wander the fugue plane for eternity. I will not permit that, though all the powers of life and death dictate that it should be so. I too still hold some power, and I invest a portion of it in thee, who hath challenged the gods and now liveth to tell of it. Thy fight is not over, and it is thy fight. For one who can look upon Baal and oppose him can survive any crisis. So rise, challenger of gods, and prepare for battle once more. Death will not claim thee whilst I endure. A scribe, a seneschal, a keeper of records, and now thine advocate, both here and in the city of the dead. I can only give what thou hast earned.
Merci de m'avoir offert une seconde chance.
Baal tried to extinguish thee, but his wrath is imprecise. He only succeeded in killing the part of thee he knew. The urge that drove thee to terrible acts, the spark of brutality that made thee his. But there is a new part of you that hath grown during thy travels. That part Baal could not extinguish, and so, instead of destroying thee, he hath made thee anew.
I'd be worm food if it wasn't for you. Thank you.
The heart of a savior hath overshadowed the mind of a murderer. Thou hast vanquished thine urge.
Avez-vous toujours été au courant de ma nature profonde?
I know all, but to state truths is to interfere, for the minds of mortals are easily swayed. My place, for the most part, is to observe. This intervention, the reclamation of thy soul, is beyond mine ordinary remit, but thou art extraordinary, and so are these times. Today thou art born anew.
A genuine pleasure to meet you again, my friend.
Minsk had his doubts about you, little slayer, but Boo had none.
Greet the bloodless dawn, child of none.
Je ne sais pas du tout quoi faire.
Thy path is clear. You must save Baldur's Gate. As it was, so it is again. A hero has risen from a legacy of death.
Did you die? Am I dead? I don't like it here. I'm going home.
Hard to believe she is dead, after all that she did to me. I do not often doubt myself, but surviving Orin took courage and strength I was not sure I had. I could not have faced her without you.
Notre lutte n'est pas encore terminée. Elle ne prendra fin qu'une fois que nous aurons affronté le cerveau vénérable.
Correct. I am glad you see things as I do. No matter what victory we have won, we cannot afford to relax our guard. While the brain is still free, and we are still infected, we will never be safe. But we can talk of this later. For now, let us be glad that we still draw breath, and that Orin does not.
On dirait que je n'aurai plus à me soucier de mon majordome.
So, we have the final stone. I need to see it for myself. There it is. So innocent, but such potential. You have done very well indeed.
The Netherstones pulse with psionic energy, permeating you, pulling you in line with their rhythm. The drum quickens, rising, cresting on a single feeling. A location.
A morphic pool beneath the city itself. So that's where the Chosen imprison the brain.
Pourquoi l'ont-ils mis ici?
To conceal
and to maintain the illusion of their own control above ground.
Vous qui connaissiez la porte de Baldur mieux que personne, dites-moi où trouver ce bassin.
If memory serves, there are smuggling routes beneath the city. They will take you underground. When we reach the pool, we will find the brain, and we will end this. In death, thraldom, or freedom. But a word of caution. Once we cross into the Elder Brain's domain, there will be no turning back. Finish your business here before you proceed. The brain will be waiting for us.
Pest hole. Can't wait to clear this place out.
From bonds free, no more slave. Liberators, saviors, pawns, dupes, fools, released, usefulness ended, targeted, killed, dead, unavoidable.
We might as well bare our buttocks to every archer within a mile.
Cranial rats. They swarm when an Elder Brain is near. We must be close to its hiding place. Beware. A solitary rat may be trivial, but a swarm is dangerous.
Pristine darkness in every direction. Silence, but for the gentle, rhythmic slap of water on rock as your vessel cuts through. An overwhelming force pushes into your mind. The brain. It is here.
It's infused with magic.
march on Minsk's skull.
Dominated. Controlled. Thrall.
Feel its weight in my head.
Transform. Execute. Become. Fulfill. Execute. Become. Fulfill. Execute. Become. Execute.
Silence. The air is stale and putrid.
It's close. Have the stones ready.
Your blood slows. Your senses strung so tight they could snap in an instant.
You think you know why you are here? You think you can atone for giving me my power, child of Baal? By destroying me with the nether stones? You are wrong! it would become yours. Your plan was devious, your cruelty unparalleled. I would have followed it were your mind not destroyed by your sister. But with you gone, the three pitiful chosen fought like children in your wake. I gave them power to harm one another with, while I crafted my design. I used the chosen, while they thought they used me. But the orders are now mine to give.
I won't allow it. Again, dominate it!
Retrieve the prism. Who do you think let the Emperor slip its leash, knowing it would be the one to bring you to me?
We were part of its plan.
I only needed one Netherstone lucent from the Chosen's grasp to guarantee my freedom. You brought all three back to me. In doing so, liberated me. This was your role, and it is complete. Now you will witness the grand design.
We need to put a stop to this now!
time, the situation is worse than I thought. This is an elder brain, no longer. The magic of the crown has caused it to evolve. It has become something more. A nether brain.
Je croyais que les pierres infernales devaient nous permettre de le soumettre à notre volonté.
I thought so too, but that was when I believed it was still an elder brain. It has been anticipating our every move from the start. I underestimated it. We will need to rethink our plan.
There I was thinking we were finally about to put an end to all of this. Too good to be true, I suppose.
Comment vous sentez-vous?
Honestly, I think self-reflection may be the enemy just now. I can't afford to lose my nerve. Safer to just not think and keep forging ahead.
Pensez-vous que nous avons une chance de l'emporter?
I do. Think of all we've been through just to get to this moment. That wasn't luck, that was us. Let's just stay shoulder to shoulder and see this through.
C'est peut-être la dernière fois que je pourrai vous embrasser.
Hardly. We're going to win this. Understand? But no sense missing the opportunity. I'll look forward to the next last kiss. And the one after that.
We were so close. We almost had it. But those odds were impossible.
Vous allez tenir le coup?
Fuck yes, soldier. I'm burning hard and fast and ready to fight a big old brain.
I have assessed our encounter with the nether brain from every angle. I know why we failed. The problem was not the stones. The problem was you. You can make only one move at a time, but the nether brain calculates every possible at once. It knows what you will do. It knows everything you could possibly do. You cannot outmaneuver it. To defeat it, you would have to think like an Elithid. Better yet, be one. Your mind is not capable of this. Mine is. You will give the stones to me. I will assimilate Orpheus, and then I will be able to leave this prison to face the brain.
Assimilate him. Skvar! No! Now is the time to liberate him. Do not stand against me.
Quand vous parlez d'assimiler Orpheus, qu'entendez-vous exactement par là?
I will consume his thoughts, his knowledge, his brain.
So you would kill him. He is Gith's heir. You'd be the Githyanki people's betrayer. You'd be my betrayer.
I realize he is of some significance to you, but he is of even more value to our cause.
Il existe un autre moyen. Nous allons libérer Orpheus.
You still don't trust me. After all we've been through. Remember, I have been your salvation from the very beginning. Your knight in shining armor. I freed you from the Nautiloid, prevented you from crashing to your death. I have protected you ever since, at no small cost to myself. I came to you as a leader, but I did not shy away from showing vulnerability. I needed you as much as you needed me. I was not above recognizing this. When you discovered my true identity, I did not flinch from the truth. I never lied to you, not once. I am just like you. We have the same enemy, the same story. I encouraged you to fulfill your potential, all while protecting you from harm. Now I ask you for the last time to trust me. Release the Netherstones to me.
Do not forget, there's a card yet to come into play. The Orb. If you do not want to surrender the stones, you can still use it to ensure the brain's destruction. Along with my own, of course.
This is a risk we cannot take. Your hubris drives you even now. You failed before. I cannot trust that you will not fail again. You must trust me. Hand me the stones.
Pourquoi vous ferais-je confiance? Depuis le début, vous n'avez cessé de me cacher des choses.
It is true that I withheld reality. I showed Orpheus and his guards as evil beings. And I appeared to you in the form of someone you would trust. Someone who wasn't a mind flayer. But I am a mind flayer. Illusion is my language, just as words and actions are yours. Do not judge me for being true to myself. I have never judged you.
Assez. Je vais me servir du marteau pour libérer Orpheus.
I told you we have to trust one another. I told you the Githyanki would only want to kill you for what you are. Still, you choose to break our alliance. Even united, the Netherbrain was going to be an impossible enemy. But apart, we have no chance of survival. Very well. Since you will not work with me, you work against me. You leave me no option but to join the Netherbrain.
The gate is gone. Our mission is set. Smash the crystals with the hammer and free the Prince of the Comet. Gith's beloved son will lead us to a sure victory against the Netherbrain.
I'm not sure I ever considered the Emperor an ally exactly, but even so, strange to know we're on our own at last.
Que ferez-vous une fois la couronne en notre possession?
When? I'm glad you have such confidence in our endeavor. I confess, my own's not constructed from such immutable materials. I don't dare to imagine making such a decision when there's the small matter of the enormous brain beneath the crown still to overcome. Ask me again when the Illithid scourge has been wiped from this city and I'll have an answer for you. Until then, it's best not to count on anything.
His eyes are unseeing, his voice silenced. But even with his mind caged, you can feel his power. A silent cry pierces your head. It's unlike any sensation you've ever felt.
You reek of Illithid. You destroyed a Githyanki creche, and you slaughtered my honor guard. Nonetheless, it seems we must be allies.
Your Majesty, the Prince of the Comet, Gith's true heir. It is an honor.
Do not patronize me. You rejected the Illithid when it no longer suited your needs. No doubt you freed me because it suits you now. I will neither forgive nor forget your abuse of my powers.
Jusqu'à présent, c'était l'empereur qui menait la danse. Je vous ai libéré dès que j'en ai eu l'occasion.
That is false. You had the opportunity to surrender yourself to my honor guard. They would have given you a noble end. Any worthy individual destined to become Geik would have done so. My guard would have freed me, and I would have stopped the Elder Brain before it evolved into a Nether Brain. All that suffering, avoidable. Were it not for the choices you made.
Pendant que nous nous chamaillons, le cerveau infernal en profite pour mettre le grand dessein à exécution. Nous devons à tout prix l'en empêcher.
In this, we are aligned. I am obliged to overlook your transgressions. We will destroy the Netherbrain together, and put a stop to this nascent empire before it expands into the stars. The Geik was correct about one thing. The Netherbrain's power is beyond us. The hardest metal in the world would not cut through its mind, for it is made of thought itself. At this point, it will take an Illithid to unleash the full potential of the Netherstones.
And it would take one wizard to unleash a cataclysm powerful enough to tear apart the brain's very being. We have no choice but to consider using the orb.
I do not know you, wizard, and I do not know this orb. But what I do know is that we must not gamble with the fate of the world. I cannot simply depend upon your word.
Il existe forcément un autre moyen.
There is not. We face a Netherbrain. For there to be one way to defeat it is unlikely enough. There will not be another.
C'est une décision lourde de conséquences. J'ai besoin d'un moment pour y réfléchir.
Consider, yes, but know that the answer is already foretold. This is the only way to stop the grand design. Whatever prevents you from doing what is necessary, face it, overcome it. Return to me when you are ready to transform.
barely woken from his slumber, and already the Prince of the Githyanki demands one of us surrender our souls in service of him. No doubt in the context of eons of torture, it seems a small ask. But, of course, he does not realize what else we might have to offer. The thought must have crossed your mind, and has certainly weighed on mine. I think it's time we reconsider the orb. With its power, I could put an end to this whole thing. Crown, Netherbrain, Absolute. Everything.
Vous trouvez peut-être tentant de disparaître dans une dernière explosion de gloire, mais pas moi. L'orbe me tuerait aussi.
Do not mistake me, I want to live. But I've been careless enough with my life in the past. I can hardly stand by and watch you sacrifice yours. Once I'm in position, I'll ensure you are removed to a safe vantage point to watch the fireworks. You need not die alongside me, nor surrender your soul in becoming an Illithid.
C'est hors de question. Nous sommes arrivés jusqu'ici ensemble, nous survivrons ensemble jusqu'au bout.
I like the sound of that. Very well. We'll do this the old-fashioned way then. Swords, spells, and sweat. Adventurous to the end. Whatever form it may take.
I trust you have weighed your options and reached the only honorable conclusion. Are you ready to transform?
Oui, allons-y.
It seems I misjudged you. You are capable of sacrifice.
Wait. Maybe you don't have to. It should be me.
Pourquoi vous?
I'm dying. My heart feels like a live grenade. Gonna blow any minute. You still have a life to live. I don't. If this is the end for me, let me be the motherfucker who saved the world.
Non, ni vous ni moi n'allons nous transformer en flagellard mental. Pas encore du moins.
Just as I was free, I will do it. I will become Illithid. I will sacrifice my soul for my people. I will end the grand design.
My prince, you cannot. This is not your burden to bear.
Vous êtes un véritable héros.
Another brain will be only too pleased to claim me.
My prince, no!
Even in my darkest hours, I knew it was my destiny to save my people. I could never have imagined this would be the way. Gifkar Tavkeen crashed. is the very least you can do. Come. It's time for us to meet our fates and end this illithid nightmare.
Et pourtant si, Orpheus a adopté cette forme pour nous permettre de vaincre le cerveau infernal.
Orpheus, my prince, what's become of you?
The grand design must be ended. A sacrifice had to be made.
The duty fell to me. I am not long for this world, or any other.
What of Blackith? What of our liberty?
You underestimate your own people. Their imaginations have kept the name Orpheus alive for millennia. Bring them my message. Tell them my fate. Some will doubt. Some will mock. But some will listen. And the spark will be lit.
La liberté des Githyanki sera de courte durée si par malheur le grand dessein aboutit. Nous avons besoin de votre aide, Voss.
Find your nerve, my friend. Today, we strike at the brain. This champion holds the key to the grand design's end. Answer to him as you would to me.
Your Majesty.
I have spoken.
As you wish. I stand at the ready.
Your friendship, your constancy. When I fell to despair, they elated me. Thank you, my friend. Shavazai.
Shavazai.
Now, to the Netherbrain. Let it be the first victim in the war for the skies.
Lost much already, and we will lose more before the day is out. But even when the last soul falls, Baldur's Gate will stand. For Baldur's Gate is more than just a city. It is more than a place of opportunity for those of mercantile spirit. More than a place of refuge for those who are lost. More than a home for friends, loved ones, and adventuring souls. Baldur's Gate is a place where anyone can find what they need, if they're just willing to fight for it. Today, Baldur's Gate needs us. Today, we fight for... You're late, friend. This is the one you spoke of.
The very same. The champion we've been waiting for. The one who will save Baldur's Gate from ruin.
The Fist examines your illithid ally with suspicion. He was not expecting the savior of Baldur's Gate to be accompanied by a mind flayer.
Appearances may change, but they do not mask the one within. This one I know. Observe with whom it travelleth. Friends. This mind flayer will fight with thee. It will save thy city and thy lives.
The Fist eyes your illithid ally with suspicion, softening to curiosity. His hostility melting at the recognition that there's more behind those eyes than malice.
My steel is yours, and I'm not alone.
You helped me once. I figured it's time I paid you back. With magic.
I'm better at crafting steel than wielding it. Your friend here is armored and potion-fueled and ready for battle.
I have marshaled the best the Flaming Fist has to offer. We will fight to the last.
You've unexpected friends. But my debt to you still stands. The Iron Hand Gnome's firepower is yours to command. Just show us where it's needed.
The Moon Maiden's silver light is a shield in dark times. Today, it is mine to wield.
And I hold her sword.
Whatever strength I have to lend, I will lend it. I will make my city proud again.
You can count on me, little rabbit, and your squiddy friend. I thirst for the hunt.
I made some improvements to Ramesses' arcane artillery. Give the word and the sky falls on any who stand in your way.
I'm in the mood to crack some skulls after that fuckery in the Temple of Baal. The City Watch will be glad to oblige me.
Not sure what I have to offer, mind flared, if I'm honest. But I hope my words of encouragement and reassurance will strengthen your resolve.
The journey has been brutal, but I stand here a Hell Rider once more, and I would die a proud man if I died this day.
I want my city back, and I've brought the toughest bastards from the guild to get the job done. My people have never hunted a monster this large. They are eager to join the fray. Nature's servant awaits.
Glad to have you with us, and not a moment too soon.
The air is thick with anticipation. All eyes are on you. They're expecting a speech, something to stir their hearts and put fire in their bellies for the fight ahead.
Notre liberté dépend de la bravoure dont nous ferons preuve aujourd'hui. Vous êtes tous les gardiens de la ville.
Well said. We'll prepare ourselves. We'll be ready when you call upon us. Baldur'S grace be with you.
Even I was surprised by how well the owlbear would take to the potions. Just look at it. Glorious little creature. Well, not so little anymore.
Let's go! Let's go! Want to bite?
Press on. This will all be over soon, and then... My gods, I'm having something very strong indeed.
We face the greatest evil our realm has known, and we do it together. On your word, the sword of Selûne will fall upon our foes.
Smells like violence around. Smoke. Blood. Tears. This will be a good hunt. Hurry on and start the attack.
Leave him be! We have to keep running!
Qu'est-ce qui se passe ici?
Mind Flayer! Mind Flayer!
It's over.
He's frightened of your illithid ally, but the very fact it hasn't killed him on sight gives him reason to pause. Can the rumors be true? Is this really the Mind Flayer who could save the city?
Ce flagelleur mental n'est pas comme les autres. Il est là pour vous sauver. Battez-vous à nos côtés.
You see his mind racing through its options, finding only one. Against all his better judgment, it's you and your Mind Flayer.
Remarkable. Never in all my life did I think to fight alongside a Mind Flayer. Oh. We go back in there, we die, we flee, we last half a day at best. Shit! If this is it, then gods damn it, let's make it count. City Watch, with me. We'll follow you to our last breaths.
absolute.
Sacrifice in her name.
Il va falloir grimper au sommet de cette tour si on va atteindre le cerveau vénérable.
Looks like part of the nether brain, but we'll need to be higher up to climb it.
Not here.
Upward we go. We're so close.
Holy shit! Nautiloids can do that!
Let's move. Goldfish, you are but a tiny crumb.
Victory awaits.
A simple task.
above the city now, far away from any innocents. End this now. Stop the Absolute and spare the city. The stage is set for my final act. Mystra's bidding and the redemption that lies beyond. You brought me right where I need to be. I have no right to ask more of you. It's time I spirited you to safety. For this is a fate I must face alone.
Oubliez cette idée, Gale. Rien ne vous y oblige.
What's the alternative? I allow the Absolute to have its way, die in vain along with all its victims, or flee and live on in shame? It's just a choice between two deaths. Quick and meaningful, or torturous and pointless. It's now or never.
Non. Nous pouvons procéder à l'ascension ensemble et mettre fin à tout ça. Et si par malheur tout semblait perdu, alors ce serait à vous d'agir.
You'd be dying in vain. I don't need company to sacrifice myself. Please. For too long I've lived in fear of taking a host of innocents with me when I expired. Now at least I can be assured my demise will be saving them instead.
Non, Gale. Nous allons en finir ensemble. Nous en sortirons vivants afin de pouvoir compter nos exploits à qui veut l'entendre.
If you're mistaken, this could be the end of everything. We'll be failing right at the last hurdle. But I only made it this far thanks to you. Who am I to question such sterling guidance now? Mystra won't be pleased. But perhaps trying to please the gods is a fool's errand. Lead on, then. Shall stay my hand as long as I can. But if the tide of battle turns against us, remember I have the means to bring a swift end to this.
The site of power, the site of domination.
We need to use the netherstones on the crown. That is our fated path.
Figure from my dreams.
I know you. I know everything about you. Your thoughts, your feelings, your weaknesses. And so do they.
Look there, the crown. Cast the spell again, quickly.
The brain is weakened. This is our chance.
Even bound, its will is stronger than anything you've ever felt. The chains shake, threatening to break at any moment.
It's vulnerable, but not defeated. Use the portal. We will bring it down together.
Absolute freedom!
Its will is weakening. The brain is almost defeated. grand design, once again, ended by my line.
The brain is on the cusp of its final thought, and it's taking all of Orpheus's strength to keep it there. An opportunity, perhaps.
Allez-y. Ordonnez au cerveau de détruire les larves, puis de s'auto-détruire.
Nightmares and the screams of legions upon legions of unborn lipids. The pain rips through you, obliterating all thought, all feeling. Your tentpole burns in your brain. Free of urge and worm, your brain is battered and bruised, but it is yours, yours at last. Everything you did, everything you sacrificed, it was worth it. for this.
Well, this is a bigger mess than any we made in the old days. My congratulations.
My powers, they're draining. Just like Mizora said they would. A small price to pay in the grand scheme of things.
We've won. But at what cost? The mangled rhymes the bards will make of your name. Perhaps those are the true evil here.
And we didn't even have to turn into mind flayers to do it. Sorry, I didn't mean to, well, you know.
Even when my time in the prism stretched out like eternity, when escape seemed impossible, I never lost hope. I knew that my destiny was to liberate my people, to return to them triumphant. I was wrong. It seems I can only fulfill one part of my destiny. My people will be liberated, but I cannot return to them. Not like this. You helped me destroy that abomination. Now help me destroy myself. You must kill me. But first, Lae'zel, I need your promise. Carry my hope. Carry my burden. Call my dragons, Kulos and Kuthos, and ride to the Astral Sea. Destroy Vlaakith. Release our people. Be our future and our legacy.
Allez-y, Lae'zel. Les autres ont besoin de vous.
It will be done. I will never be free while my people are still bound by Vlaakith's chains.
Enough talk. Give me my freedom. Freedom from this form.
Vous êtes un flagelleur mental, mais vous êtes toujours vous-même, n'est-ce pas?
Yes. But for how long? My mind screams. It will never stop until it has slipped away from me entirely. I will not be Ghaik. I did what I did to save my people. The rest is up to them. Someone else must rise within the ranks to lead the revolution against Vlaakith. Give me my freedom from this form. Release my soul to the astral seas, while I still have one to call my own. Githka Tavkim crashed.
Kulos! can never forget you. Your name will be etched in our slates. You will be called Mlagir, Liberator.
Look, the Githyanki take flight.
With the Githyanki gone, there's nothing left but the silence of the city, smouldering, waiting to be rebuilt. But it seems that Gale's mind is elsewhere.
The crown. It's somewhere in the Chiontha. If I salvage the stones, I can reforge it. The power of Karsus would be in my hands. But what then? What would I do with it once I have it?
Aucun mortel ne devrait posséder de tels pouvoirs, Gale. C'est contre nature. Reprenez la couronne et remettez-la à Mystra, comme elle vous l'a demandé.
Sage and timely counsel as always, and I intend to heed it. A wise man learns from his mistakes, and strives not to repeat them. I shall bring the crown to Mystra, shall cure me of my affliction, and I'll finally be free.
Mieux encore, vous redeviendrez son élu.
And a more deserving one this time around. If this adventure has taught me anything, it's that there are things in this world far more valuable than power. Besides, I'm growing quite fond of this merry band of ours, but I'd quite like to see what happens to it. I'm sure Mystra will summon me soon enough, but until then, I propose we celebrate our victory the mortal way. With a drink in our hands and reckless abandon in our hearts.
Who wins the bet? Wizards are not entirely boring. Well, my friend, what do you say?
En voilà une bonne idée. Que les festivités commencent alors.
Let's not forget the wine. I want to flush out my brain, just to be completely sure the tadpole's gone.
I honestly don't mind what we do once we get to the... Ow! What the... Oh no. Oh God. Well, it was nice when it lasted. Ah! I'm sorry. I have to go.
It seems that's the end of Astarion's love affair with the sun. That'll be hard on him.
We did it, soldier. The city's going to be all right. And so are you. Engine's finally cooked. Held on just long enough. do?
Vous avez été spectaculaire, à tout point de vue.
So are you, my friend, my companion. I adore you. Careful! Hot! I never gave up. I did my best. I did my best. It's the one thing I can't beat, isn't it? I wanted to live in my city with my friends. But life is for the living. And I saw... Goodbye, son. Goodbye, sea.
No, stop. I won't allow this. Karlach, you're coming with me. Back to Avernus.
We can't let her die.
Not like this. Not now.
You can't.
Allez-y, Karlach. Will sera avec vous. Vous ne serez plus seul.
So, what do you say? Die here now, or live on with the blade of Avernus at your side. Zariel won't touch you. I swear it, Karlach.
Fine. I'll go. Well, with you. But we have to go. Now. I can't hang on much longer.
It's over. And it's all because of you. You, who were destined to become a thrall. Thanks to you, there will be no Illithid empire, no death god's tyranny. You have earned your place amongst the legends of the Sword Coast. You are the saviors of Baldur's Gate. You slept like a babe straight through the night, dreamless, thoughtless, and almost entirely free. For the first time, you feel alone, calm. You breathe. Baal may have been your beginning, but he will not be your end. Of all those you killed in your father's name, one lingers in your mind even now. Quill, the dreaming bard. Her death weighs upon you still. A burden you will carry for the rest of your days. But fortunately, you will not have to carry it alone.
Last night was perfect. Though I couldn't help lying there thinking about my parents before you stirred.
C'est normal, vous êtes encore en deuil.
I gave them the release they asked for. Freed myself from Shah's grasp just as they wished for. But there's moments where I think I'd trade that to be able to see them again. Talk to them again. There's so much only they could have told me. But that's all gone now. I've got to move on. Find some place for myself.
Je serais heureux de vous avoir à mes côtés, si c'est ce que vous souhaitez.
I was hoping you'd say that. Whatever lies ahead will be far less daunting if I have you. It could be just like old times. Well, hopefully not exactly like old times. I think I've had enough camping and mortal peril for one lifetime.
Well, soldier, here we are. It worked. My engines calmed down. I shouldn't have let you come here. This isn't going to be easy, you know. Zariel's going to come at us with everything she's got. Gods, like clockwork. They'll be on us soon, but there's just enough time. Thought I was done with these. But then, there was you. Imps are fast, but careless. Don't let them tire you out, just get rid of them. And don't forget, you asked for this. Better let these fuckers know I'm back. And this time, I'm not alone.
Since the Netherbrain fell, you and Shadowheart have seen more of Faerun than you ever thought possible. She no longer shies from wolves or water. Nothing in the world frightens her anymore. And you feel you could face anything by her side. One day, you receive a letter passed to you by a stranger who bows with deference. An invitation to a gathering of the friends and allies who stood by your side in the fight against the Absolute. You waste no time in packing and set off on the long road back to where all of your adventures together began.
Thou wert called here, some from above, some below. For with thine bond, together thou hast kept the wheel of fate spinning when it threatened to halt. Though thou wert drawn far apart in the months after the collapse of the Absolute, tonight fate renews thy bond once more. Thou shouldst take care to preserve it. It is a great weapon wielded in the hand of good. Go. Know one another once more. Now's the There's a face I know well indeed.
Didn't expect to be nervous. But seeing everyone here like this, it's strange, isn't it? I feel like I must have dreamed the last few months. Now I'm waking up back in camp with my hair smelling like wood smoke and fallen leaves stuck to my backside.
Ne vous inquiétez pas, vous devriez vite vous amuser.
A little wine might help accelerate the process. So, we should divvy up what we tell people about what we've been doing these past few months. I'd hate to be a bore that comes along and regurgitates the same story to someone moments after you've told them. Any ideas?
Les barbés? En leur racontant des histoires sur l'ancien fils du seigneur du meurtre et l'exquise femme de sa vie? Aucun risque. Si j'en vois un qui réprime un bâillement, je reviendrai rejetant de balles le temps de les massacrer.
They're our friends, dear. Let's spill nothing but wine tonight. I'm sure we'll have them hanging off our every word. I'll leave you to do some mingling, unless you need anything else.
La seule chose que j'ai vraiment besoin, c'est d'un baiser.
That can be arranged. Almost a shame we're with company. I'd be tempted to let you whisk me away someplace quiet.
Je reviens tout de suite. Amusez-vous.
With music in the air and wine flowing, I think I'll manage. Don't get into trouble, but if you must, fetch me first.
Well now, you can make yourself presentable when you have a mind to.
J'ai beaucoup appris depuis notre dernière rencontre.
I'm glad the months have not been wasted. Particularly as I spent them cleaning up the mess we made of the city. Same twisting alleys for purse pickers. Same wooden buildings ready to get burnt by next year's dragon. Same cisterns overflowing. Huh.
Le temple de Baal est toujours debout au milieu des ruines.
An empty throne, thanks to you. The city will not be long in burying it. Baldurians simply get on with it. Stubbornness, civic spirit, plain stupidity. Perhaps all three, but nothing I will sniff at any longer. Harpers have come from half the world over to lend aid. Farmers, masons, healers. My own son, Jord, has been wooed to their ranks. Already he plans crop cycles in Worm's Crossing. Not so for my daughter. Ryan's rejoined the Flaming Fist. Temporarily, you understand. To organize the craftsmen. Though she spends more time locking up comrades for pocketing aid funds. They might learn a thing or two if they don't expel her. Again.
Tout cela est bel et bon, mais... Et vous? Je veux savoir ce que vous devenez.
Ah, there is still much to do. People to house. A Harper network to rebuild. I may have little love for this city. But so long as my family chooses to serve it, I can do no less. But I see the flush in your cheeks when I speak of family. Perhaps you mean to start one of your own. Oh, I don't want to watch over a blood match where the jewelers call me auntie. Just be careful, Ballspawn.
Si je n'ai qu'un seul enfant, il n'y aura aucun risque de duel?
All right, Ball child. It is true you are no longer what you were. You have done well for yourself. For all your travels, I hope you have arrived where you want to be. Home. Whatever that means to you.
Ce campement, c'est mon foyer, même quand je suis loin de chez moi.
Ah, sentiment. With the greatest affection, I can think of better ways to sour our stomachs. I must inspect the refreshments. You'll never know. Some ne'er-do-well might have tampered with the wine.
There have been other reunions to which I was not.
You would think someone of my vintage would be inured to the passage of time. Yet these past 6 months have seemed endless without your company. But now our paths cross once more.
Moi aussi, vous m'avez manqué.
We have all pined for each other's company, I sense. I cannot imagine otherwise after what we shared. That bond was forged in a crucible that can never be stoked again, Oak Father willing. It is a bond that can weather any distance, any passage of time. I know it can, for I feel the longing for old friends in my heart each day.
C'est à nous d'écrire notre avenir. Qui sait ce que nous pourrons encore partager?
You are right, of course. I am accustomed to dwelling on the past, even when it brought me nothing but unhappiness. You changed that, and gave me the most precious of memories. Now the task is to make yet more of them, so that each reunion shall be all the sweeter. And who's to say we need to make such gatherings a rare occasion? My hearth is yours to warm yourself beside always. Now, we have much to catch up on. Do not allow me to ramble on. I am eager to hear all you've been doing.
Vous d'abord, Alcine. Je veux tout savoir de cette nouvelle vie et des gens que vous avez aidés.
In that case, very well. Our community grows rapidly. In 6 months, we have turned what was once a shadowy wasteland into a true home for all. In another 6 months, I would wager the scars of the past will be entirely invisible, even to those who remember them. The old masonry of Moonrise Towers and Rythwin have been repurposed into new homes, and the land is rich with harvests and bountiful trees. Nature and civilization are in harmony. Stronger together.
Il me semble me souvenir que vous aviez une flopée d'enfants sous votre responsabilité. Combien de chariots vous a-t-il fallu pour les transporter? 9?
Ah, my greatest purpose and greatest reward. Those children have been through more than fate had any right to cast at them, and yet they go on as resilient as anything in nature. I impart what knowledge I can to them, yet, in truth, they teach me far more. The land we saved is theirs, and they will cherish it, I'm sure. Thaniel and Oliver shall never want for friends again.
Je dois absolument voir cet endroit de mes propres yeux.
You are welcome whenever you like, and for however long you please. Now, please, tell me all, and spare no details. I shall not lie. I have an ulterior motive in wishing to hear all. It is the children, you see. My charges. Their appetite for bedtime tales is greater than I could ever have anticipated. Another story, Daddy Halsin. Another is the chorus that greets me each nightfall. They have all but exhausted my repertoire in but a few short months. No mean feat given the lifetime I have lived. I desperately need new material, please. My reputation is at stake.
Très bien. Voyons voir ce que j'ai pour vous.
I am all ears, though I never cared for that phrase. A rather unsettling image. You have kept yourself busy. I expected no less, in truth. I shall be able to keep the children enthralled for a few more nights yet, thanks to you. And should you wish to retell of your exploits in person, well, I shall not object to a night off. Now, it would be cruel of me to hoard you all to myself for the evening, as much as I would like to. I shall leave you to the others for now, unless there was anything else.
Parlez-moi de Taniel et Olivier. Les voyez-vous souvent?
Quite often. They come and go as they please, but with so many playmates to avail of, they are far from strangers. They ask after you often. What you did for them will never be forgotten. I can see it in the land all around me. But more importantly, I see it in their faces whenever they visit. To make a child smile is to dabble with the power of gods as far as I'm concerned.
Et le bosquet? Êtes-vous toujours en contact?
On occasion, but I prefer not to interfere. Francesca of the High Forest is Archdruid now, and by all accounts, she has proven to be a steady and wise influence. Even Korga may yet find true balance, thanks to her influence.
Vous appréciez toujours vous balader sous forme d'ours, j'imagine?
I spend half my days in ursine form. The children demand it. I had a score of them taking turns riding upon my back just days ago. I'm glad they are so comfortable with the Oakfather's creations. But they must learn that not all are as amiable as I am. A lesson for another time, though. They deserve some joy. As for roaming, that impulse has dwindled, I must admit. Perhaps because I have found where I am meant to be.
Vous semblez avoir bien plus réussi à vous poser que je ne l'imaginais. Moi qui croyais que ce n'était pas dans votre nature.
As did I, but somehow I feel like I no longer need to roam. That I have found something worthy laying roots for. Amazing what can be discovered about oneself, even at a ripe old age. Before you go, I have something for you. Just a little keepsake, really. Do you remember how I told you I like to whittle? I made this. Ducks are my favorite, but I thought they were particularly fitting in this case. They are migratory birds, of course, traveling far and wide with the turn of the seasons. Yet, they always find their way back to where they belong. Just like old friends find themselves back in each other's company.
C'est merveilleux. Merci.
Just a token to remember me by. Now, I've taken up enough of your time. Go on. Enjoy the festivities. We can speak again later.
I expect there have been other reunions to which I was
It's the star of the show. Our humble protagonist who forsook Baal to save the city. Our skeletal friend will be very pleased to see I found my way here, despite my invitation getting lost in the post.
Encore vous? Vous vous êtes une nouvelle fois fourré dans les ennuis jusqu'au cou, j'imagine.
Always, my friend. But the villain I must needs slay today is my greatest yet. A deadline. You won't be surprised to find I'm soon to publish a little holiday read about our adventures together. I've gotten quite good at replicating your signature, so you needn't even bother with the release form. You might help me with the title, though. I'm considering The Hero and Me. What do you think?
J'aime beaucoup, à condition que ce soit moi le héros, bien sûr.
Oh, that would be telling, wouldn't it? But believe you me, my friend, not a word could have been written without you. Perhaps, once the manuscript is finished, you'd even be willing to write a foreword? Or better yet, I'll write a draft and you can just sign your name. Better still, I'll sign it for you. Ah, your success really has been wonderful for my reputation. But you mustn't let me hog your attention all night, my friend. You've many friends to chat to, and I'd love to listen in.
Familiar sight. Scratch can't quite speak around the thing he has in his mouth.
Qu'est-ce que tu m'apportes cette fois, Gratouille?
I found this. It smelled like you, so I kept it. Seemed like something you might like to throw.
Avec joie. Mais si tu commençais par me dire ce que tu as fait dernièrement.
Oh, I've been so good. I've got a nice home in the city now. A girl named Mindy says I'm her best friend. She's mine too. Also you and Albert. I've got so many best friends, I hardly know who to play with.
Heureux de voir que tu vas bien.
I certainly have, and I always will. Forever, I think. And so will you.
Perhaps the bard knows some of my favorites. Unless my taste in music is too antique, of course.
Friend? Friend! You came! Big brother Scratch, too! Happy!
Tu es bien plus grand que Gratouille maintenant.
Yes! Big! But Scratch is smart. Teaches me many things. Like Big Brother.
Je suis heureux que Flétris t'ait amené ici.
Withers? No. You smell very delicious. Follow smell, find you. Yes. Miss this. More.
Qu'est-ce que tu as fait depuis notre dernière rencontre?
Lots. Make friends with a turtle, a cat, a kraken. Kraken eats my cat friend, so I bite, kill. With shiny clothes, I am strong. Tired now. Want sleep. Want cave.
Tu as besoin de quelqu'un qui veille sur toi? Pourquoi pas Alcine?
Bear man? He is big, but not bigger than me. I like him. I go to him.
A most welcome sight.
It truly is splendid to see everyone gathered together again. If only for a night. I hope the sun does not make haste to rise on us.
J'espère que vous me pardonnerez, mais il est possible que je vous ai porté volontaire pour une tâche bien spécifique sans vous demander votre avis. Votre nouvelle communauté serait-elle en mesure d'accueillir un oursibou particulièrement bien élevé?
Do you truly even need to ask? Of course. Who could not open their home to a befeathered hero of Baldur's Gate? Ah, and I did promise the children I would bring them back a surprise. Oh, imagine their faces.
So you made it! Now it really is a party. Well, look who decided to turn up. I wasn't sure our withered old friend could live up to his promise. But here we are. And I must say, for someone who had to face down a dark god, you seem to be doing remarkably well. What have you been up to? No relapses, I hope?
Non, je n'entends plus l'appel de mon sang. J'ignore ce qu'a fait Flétris, mais ça a marché.
I am pleased to hear it. For all our sakes. Not that I was worried, of course. I knew you'd have this under control. But I am glad to see you doing well. I'm glad to see us all doing well, in fact. Things turned out rather nicely in the end.
La dernière fois que je vous ai vu, vous cherchiez à fuir les rayons du soleil. Que s'est-il passé?
Exactly what I feared. Without the protection of our little friends, I was just an ordinary spawn again. Burning in the sun. I fled the dock and found refuge in the shadows until night fell. Part of me was relieved you left so quickly after the battle. I felt ashamed. Like I'd lost everything. Just as you claimed your victory. I didn't want you to see me like that. But time lent perspective. It wasn't your victory, it was ours. And for all I'd lost, I'd gained so much more. I had freedom, strength, a whole new life. And it was time to live it. I've been leading. For the first time, maybe ever, I've been thinking about people other than myself. There are thousands of vampires spawn in the Underdark. Lost souls I lured into the shadows. The least I could do was give them a place they'd be safe. So I've been building a haven down there. It's relatively small for now, but growing every day as more and more spawn find us.
Cela doit vous donner énormément de travail.
Alas, I have had to get my hands dirty. We found some ruins in the darkness and made them our own. Rebuilt walls, added touches of comfort. It's no palace, but maybe someday it will be.
En parlant de palais, qu'est-il arrivé à celui de Cazador?
Oh, didn't you hear? It burned. Every sin-stained furnishing, every last trace of Cazador. It all burned. And when the structure finally gave way, it collapsed into the wretched chapel below. Every record of his infernal ritual is gone. We'll never see its like again.
Et les rejetons? Comment les nourrissez-vous?
Rather easily, actually. It turns out there are more than enough things willing to attack you in the Underdark. And if they find themselves in the wrong end of someone's fangs, that's on them.
Le fait de pouvoir sortir en plein jour ne vous manque pas?
I did at first. But then I realized. These shadows, this darkness, it's all a part of me. I spent too long defined by what other people did to me, the choices other people made for me. But that's over now. This is who I am, in all my glory, for better and for worse.
Heureux de vous l'entendre dire. Vous accepter tel que vous êtes a l'air de vous réussir.
That being said, I haven't completely given up on returning to the sun. If the opportunity presented itself, well, I wouldn't say no. But until then, I am happy. We've had quite the journey, you and I. From the moment I first threatened you, I knew you were someone special. Someone to take on the world with. I will miss our time together. But then again, maybe this isn't goodbye. So much as it's, see you later, darling.
Which I was not. I am becoming accustomed to the taste of
For 2 months I trained the Knights of the Comet. For 2 more I skewered Kithraki bellies. And for 2 more yet, I traveled through limbo. I never imagined we'd be standing toe-to-toe on this day, in this place. Nothing but allies, I always told myself. A necessary partnership. But in spite of every strained word, every barbed glance, seeing you brings me even more pleasure than taking a Royal Inquisitor's head.
C'est bon de vous voir.
It's nice to hear it. It's taken a dozen Gish's talents, a few stolen psi crystals, and 2 10 days of effort to conjure my projection. Worth it, I'd say. I miss this place. This... Fey Run.
Où êtes-vous maintenant, si vous ne pouvez pas être ici en chair et en os?
Shractalor.
Shractalor? Son nom ne me dit rien, je devrais connaître?
I wouldn't expect you to. The capital city of the Githzerai, an exiled people, once kin with mine, until the madness of civil war ripped our one sky into 2. Our Gish sent word of the rebellion to their god king Zareth Minyaragith through the cosmos. He's agreed to parley. It's fallen to me to secure an alliance.
Attendez, j'ai du mal à comprendre. Lae'zel, la grande guerrière, serait donc en mission diplomatique?
Exactly the reaction I expected. My blade is keen as ever. But it was you who showed me that a proper victory doesn't always require a razor-sharp edge. Sometimes, a sincere plea is more persuasive than a dagger against the neck. Minyaragith is an ascetic. He reached out in good faith. This is his way. It is in this spirit that I must meet him. And if he refuses, I carry on. Gravity pulls me in but one direction. I am the comet. I will not rest until I burn Vlaakith's bones to ash and smash her phylactery to pieces. My people will be free. But you've heard that refrain before. Zealous, bossy, insistent. All part and parcel of my undeniable charm.
Quand vous reverrai-je?
Soon. When the comet has risen. When the Lich Queen has crumbled to dust. I miss this place. More to the point, I miss you. I wouldn't even deny it with Vlaakith's vorpal blade at my neck. Though, I'd rather it not come to that. Now go. Mingle a bit. That's the word, right? Mingle. I'll be back one day. The Overgod himself couldn't keep me away.
Qu'est-il advenu de l'œuf, Lae'zel? A-t-il éclos?
So it has. And a fine man the hatchling will be. I call him Zahn. Freedom. He is with the mages of Zamvardim. I trust his care to no one else. Zan's destiny will be his own to follow. Warrior, poet, explorer, scholar. His way will be the way of the comet. No chains to bind us, no lies to bury us. Liberty will be the rallying cry that unites our empire.
Well, well. Look what the Tressim dragged in. Professor Gale Decarius of Blackstaff Academy, educator of the esteemed School of Illusion. A pleasure to remake your acquaintance.
Pourquoi vous limitez à l'école de l'illusion? Je pensais que vous enseignerez dans toutes les écoles.
I did offer, as a matter of fact. However, the Blackstaff insisted I couldn't teach every subject, nor could the simulacra of myself I offered to create for that purpose. So I've settled for teaching the art of illusion. Magic to confound the senses, to render the impossible into reality, and to allow expression of that most magical attribute of all, imagination. I fear my students find me somewhat intimidating due to my, explosive former reputation. I seem to put the fear of the gods into them. Or the fear of Mystra, to be more specific. I surrendered the crown of Carsus to her, as I told you I would. And in return, she cured me of the orb at last. Even now, I struggle to put the feelings into words. It was like exhaling for the first time after holding my breath for so very long. Of course, I haven't clarified with my students that the orb is no longer a threat. The legend of my explosive capabilities is an excellent means of controlling a classroom. Too good, if anything. I spend most of my time trying to convince them how much fun the study of magic can be. But it'd be easier to crack a smile on an intellect devourer than some of my pupils.
Ne vous en faites pas. Je peux vous dire sans le moindre doute, vous êtes un excellent professeur.
Ah, so you still remember our little lesson. It was at that moment, the weave connecting us, I realized how much your friendship had come to mean to me. As it still does. You were, of course, indulging me in submitting to such a lesson. Teaching you was hardly an effort at all. Not like my present cohort of apprentices. Oh, they try their best, of course. And they can manage to stay awake.
The cheek of them! Nothing a well-placed swipe from Tara can't fix, though.
And what of you? What are you making of this newfound lease of life we earned?
J'ai trouvé l'amour de ma vie. Je pense pouvoir dire que je suis comblé.
And I couldn't be happier for you. A fitting reward for the sacrifices you made in getting here. I've told my students plenty of tales about our escapades. You're something of a hero to them, you know? I'll be delighted to introduce you to my current cohort as a guest lecturer, perhaps. I'm sure they'll have plenty of questions for you.
La guérison de mon traumatisme crânien ferait un bon sujet d'étude pour l'école de l'évocation.
Excellent. I knew you wouldn't be able to resist the allure of sharing your expertise. Of course, you'll be most welcome to stay with me in my tower. My apologies, Tara. That would be our tower. It will give us plenty of time to catch up on your adventures. I'm very curious to know what you've been up to these past months. But I suspect the telling of that tale would keep you tied to me all evening. So, in the spirit of selflessness, I encourage you to mix and mingle for now. with time enough to come.
Oh, right. You. Hello.
J'imagine que tu es Tara. Ravi de te rencontrer.
Yes, I'm certain it is. As for you, well, I've heard congratulations are in order. You helped Mr. Dicarios save Baldur's Gate from the Absolute, isn't that right?
Si c'est ce qu'il t'a dit, loin de moi l'idée de te contredire.
Well done. Despite my old friend's genius, he'd have blown himself up long ago if not for the help of friends like you and I. You ought to come visit myself and Gale when you're able, if you can extract yourself from what I'm sure are very important responsibilities.
J'aimerais beaucoup. Merci pour l'invitation.
We'll send word by pigeon when we've need of you. I used to have a taste for them, but a great many things have changed in recent months. Ta-ta, darling.
Why were we scrounging?
So, here we are. A gathering of allies at a cold campsite with no servants to attend us and few luxuries to enjoy. Ah, we could have been conquerors. We could have ruled these realms as gods. Do you ever regret that we did not take control of the Netherbrain?
S'il y a bien quelqu'un qui devrait être heureuse que l'Absolu ne soit plus, c'est vous. Elle a quand même failli vous détruire.
True. But what better revenge could there be than enslaving the abomination that was the author of my torment? I shall not dwell on the past, though. The future is unwritten and rich with possibilities.
Et quelle marque avez-vous donc laissée, Mintara?
I feared that returning to the Underdark as an apostate of Lolth would be an act of madness. Perhaps it was. If so, it is a madness that fits me well. Rebels swarm to my cause, and even if it takes centuries, I will reclaim my house in Menzoberranzan. And make the Spider Queen bleed.
Why were we scrounging?
There you are, my friend. Breathe deep. Can you smell it?
You take a deep breath, but you don't notice anything beyond the ordinary.
J'ai remarqué une odeur de soufre. C'est vous?
By the good gods, how bad do I reek? Ugh, shit. Dried devil's blood. Stinks like a skunk squatting in an aboleth's corpse. No wonder. Karlach and I have felled enough Cambions to build a fortress with their horns. Who'd have thought that just one of those fiends held the key to escaping Avernus for good? One of them sported a map and some blueprints. If you want all the gory details, Karlach can fill you in. But get this. If those blueprints work, I could reverse engineer my stone eye. Instead of Mazora tracking me, I could track her. It's past time for her old pet to sink in his fangs.
Ça me manque de voyager avec vous. Vous étiez vraiment un compagnon extrêmement agréable.
I've missed you too. The rush of battles we fought, the heart-to-hearts, the nights around the fire, the comfort of knowing I didn't face the unknown alone. If I had to do it all over again, and I'd rather not, to be clear, I can't imagine not having you at my side.
Comment vous débrouillez-vous sans vos pouvoirs d'occultiste?
I think the splinters I made out of the last bone devil I saw speak for themselves. Not to pat myself too hard on the back, but I'm not such a bad ranger if I do say so myself.
Avez-vous eu le temps de rendre visite à votre père?
I've seen him more than a few times, and he's as proud of me as I am of him. He's leading the city's renewal, opened the gates to all newcomers, rebuilt the council from scratch. And he's back in his element, commanding the flaming fist with brave heart and no shortage of empathy. The likes of Gortash can bend people's minds with a few chosen words. No tadpole needed. Bane's chosen primed the fist for a war they weren't meant to win. He convinced them there was an assassin hiding in every shadow, that cruelty was the correct answer to crisis. With a few exceptions, fathers pardoned every last fist. If my forgiveness not be Tyr's will, so be it. I shall forgive them all the same. His words, not mine. He still believes in the bow and the blade, but with Floric's help, he's teaching the fist a new lesson. Valor is found not in the wounds you inflict, but in the lives that you have bettered. May they all take it to heart. Well, that's enough hell talk for the moment. The night's young. You shouldn't go wasting it. Or wasting any of the wine for that matter. I plan on downing half a bottle myself. Oh, did I say half a bottle? I meant half a dozen.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. He wasn't kidding. Withers, you mad bastard! You brought me back! Soldier. It's really you. I've missed you, you old bile spawn. Oh, do you not want me to call you the B word anymore?
Je ne pense plus à mon sang. Et quand j'y réfléchis, je crois bien n'avoir tué personne depuis notre dernière rencontre.
You're too good, buddy. Well, you did save the world despite getting repeatedly possessed by the spirit of murder. So technically, you're the best. I'm just so glad you're doing all right. I thought of you often, whenever I could spare half a thought. Surviving Avernus doesn't leave you much time to think. But having Will around has been incredible. Fucker's even better at killing devils than yours truly. We don't have much time to chat, but just knowing he's there makes all the difference. Oh, but hey, guess what we found? Cambion dropped a map with directions and blueprints for Zariel's own private forge. A fucking forge! Our current plan is to get in, grab a smith, and force him to fix old Rusty. Or maybe give me a brand new model that can live outside of Avernus. You haven't seen the last of old Karlak yet, soldier.
Si quelqu'un est capable de survivre 2 fois l'Avernus, c'est bien vous.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Keep a bottle of something good in the icebox for me, huh? Mama Kay's coming home before too long. Can I look you up when I'm out?
Vous avez intérêt à le faire. Sans quoi, c'est moi qui viendrai personnellement vous chercher.
Hey, that would be kind of fun, though. High stakes hide and seek. Honestly, I'd be curious to see if you could land a blow or two. Gods, is it good to see you again. To be here, together. Hard not to get used to it all over again. This won't be the last time. I promise.
Ah, breathe deep, Boo! The smell of heroes sings from every stone in this place. To meet again where your journey began, my friend. An honor. For Minsk and his hamster both. Oh, and for Happy also.
Yes, honored, of course.
C'est bon de vous revoir à Minsk. Vous aussi. Et joyeux.
See how your very presence snatches the breath from his chest? And it is no wonder. It is just this day that Happy learned of your legend, while we gazed down upon the very city you saved.
He dangled me from the high hall, upside down, for 2 hours.
The guild should not go creeping in high places if they do not have the stomach for them, It is well for Happy the strange portal appeared when it did. Minsk's arm was growing aches.
Vous êtes toujours en guerre contre la guilde? Je pensais pourtant que vous aviez fait la paix avec elle.
So I have. Oh, it is a peace made more from blade and boot than it is any sense of brotherhood. 9 fingers forbade any looting of the Illithid's fleshy vessels, and so Minsk guards what remains of the battle site, even from her. But where Minsk might once have thrown any sneaking scoundrels from the tower top, now I tell them of you. How you ruled the wickedness within. How they might do the same.
Yes, I'll rule it. I'll be better.
Oh, of course. It is still for Boo to decide if they live or die.
Oh, gods.
But enough, my friend! I cannot tell your tale if I do not know the whole of it. Minsk and Boo would know where you have been, what you have done.
Je profite de la vie, tout simplement. Maintenant que j'ai quelqu'un avec qui la partager.
Aha, the lovebirds still nest together then? Minsk is glad. For what is life without a companion? Though I am thinking yours does not sit on your shoulders, eh? Ah, you are right, Boo. That is none of Minsk's business. Now, halfling, Boo will not have you embarrassing him in front of his friends. So you ought to know the rest of the company you keep. Will Ravengard, the Blade of Frontiers, Devil Horde, and Angel Hearted. Lae'zel of Greshkiller, true child of Gith, and true friend to Boo. Though she will and say it is not so. Astarion, who is banished by the sun itself for fear his Spanish soul might outshine it. We visit him much down in the dark places, though he often moves his lair without remembering to tell Minsk where. Gale, the man who would be a god, but then thought better of it. Boo thinks better of him for it too. Shadowheart, 2 gods tugged at her soul, but she managed to keep it all for herself in the end. Wait, Boo, did she do something with her hair? Halsin, Archdruid of Arch somewhere. He is a much better man than he smells. And there, the champion of the Hells herself, Karlach Demon's Bane, Devil's Bane, Merkle Ball, and Bane. Once the guild is made of goodness once more, Bull shall scratch the Hells wide open and find a way to bring her back. And finally, Jaheira. If this is a name you do not already know, then not even Boo can save you. Study them well, sneak thief, for the best among them will be a guide for your guild. Heroes who put the city before themselves, who never falter in their duty. And more than this, who never arrive to a party without even a gift for the host.
But wait!
Go, my friend. Be among our friends. There is much work yet to be done before this one is fit to join them.
Enjoying yourself, I hope.
Oui, c'est bon de revoir tout le monde.
I know. I'll have to stop myself from getting teary-eyed when it's time to say goodbye again. Let's make tonight count. The only regrets I want to hear about come morning should revolve around an excess of carousing and questionable dancing.
This one night is like any other, and yet different. Thou art the savior of Baldur's Gate, until such time it requires saving again. How dost thou feel?
Je me sens fier. Vous m'avez donné une autre vie, une autre chance, et je crois en avoir tiré le meilleur parti possible.
I am pleased to hear it. The satisfaction of one's intention is, to my surprise, a rare accomplishment. Enjoy the revelry of the day. Thou deservest at least that much.
J'ai passé suffisamment de temps avec mes amis. Et maintenant?
What indeed? Prick up thy ears and listen. The balance of the world restored. The balance of these lives, mortal and otherwise, brought to account. Hear me, thou heroes, wastrels, friends. I have waited long to tell you these words. It is over. For now. Thou played thy part in weaving the fabric of fate itself, but for every thread you sewed, so did the gods unravel another. Sleep, rest, revel, but be ready, for thou mayst yet be needed. Until we meet again, I wish thee every possible fortune, health, wealth, love, and above all, problems worth solving.
À vous tous, qui constituez ma vraie famille.
To you.
feel your breath upon my neck, a soft caress as cold as death. Cold as death. I didn't know you well back then. I blame it on all luck and pain. Luck and pain. Your blood like wine, I want it in. Oh darling, get me drunk and make me feel it's not my fault, I'm not to blame. These ain't my sins, I broke my chains. There's more to do and I still want to live. Upon my neck, a soft caress as cold as death. Cold as death. I feel your heart beat in my soul. Our futures bound, our bodies know. Bodies know. Your blood like wine, I want it in. Oh darling, get me drunk, invite me. It's not my fault, I'm not to blame. These ain't my sins, I broke my chains. There's more to do if I can only leave. I can't go yet, don't let me die. I'll never stop until I'm done. But just tonight, maybe I'll rest in peace. I feel your breath upon my neck, a soft caress as cold as death. Heartbeat in my soul, our endings bound, our bodies know. I can't go yet, don't let me die. I want to live, my only one. There's more to do if we can only. The clock won't stop and this is what we get. breath upon my neck, a soft caress as cold as death. Cold as death. I didn't know you well back then. I blame it on luck and pain. Luck and pain. Your blood like wine, I want it in. Oh darling, get me drunk and make me feel it's not my fault, I'm not to blame. These ain't my sins, I broke my chains. There's more to do and I still want to live. Upon my neck, a soft caress as cold as death. Cold as death. I feel your heart beat in my soul.
creatures bound our bodies know. Your blood like wine, I want it in. Oh darling, get me drunk, invite me. It's not my fault, I'm not to blame. These ain't my sins, I broke my chains. There's more to do if I can only leave. I can't go yet, don't let me die. I'll never stop until I'm done. But just tonight, maybe I'll rest in peace. I feel your breath upon my neck, a soft caress as cold as death. I hear your heart beating my soul. Our endings bound, our bodies know. I can't go yet, don't let me die. I want to live, my only one. There's more to do if we can only live. The clock won't stop and this is what we get.
There thou art, the dead three. Thy faces gods, thy actions barely worthy of the name. Didst truly believe thy ploy would succeed? Didst believe I would not notice? Thou soughtst to bolster thy strength by taking away the souls of mortals. But souls vanish when their hosts become mind flayers. Didst think the other gods would not notice? Gods thou may be, yet thou hast proven thyself fools, everyone. The supplication of Bane, the whimper of Baal, the death mule of Merkel. Felled by mortals, I overestimated thee. They did not. Vermin, away. Thou wilt trouble us no more.
A thief, a liar, and a fool. We had an agreement, and you broke it. The crown was supposed to be mine. Instead of delivering it to its true home in the Hells, you allowed Gale Dekarios to deliver it to Mystra. I should snuff you out and make coin of your soul. But it will be more amusing to let you see the consequences of your actions. Do you really think that the crown is safer in the hands of a goddess than in the claws of a devil? Look to the history of these realms. It is not the devils, but the gods who sunder, wreck, and ruin. It is the gods who instigate each new crisis. It is the gods who almost brought doom to your world. I was merely a witness to their conspiracy. And I would have dealt fairly with you. I cannot say what Mystra will do. Perhaps the crown is a mere trinket to one of her power. Or perhaps it is the key to unlocking some dreadful new potential in her portfolio. Time will tell, as it always does. Look to the heavens and pray for peace. But prepare for a cataclysm.